Okay, we're having 2 HAARP downbursts over Texas during this really critical rain event for the Texas Panhandle. And you can see right here there's a little circle, an arc, and this area here is getting a HAARP downburst. And also, here's another circle, and the local weatherman was remarking how strange it is to have 2 of these outflow boundaries converging over Lubbock. But here's the other HAARP downburst, and you can see at the center of each HAARP downburst of dry air, the storms just disappear. They just they get washed out. And this one also, for instance, see how that just diminishes. Now the storms that are not under the HAARP downburst, they're fine and dandy. They're just going on their way, not diminishing. And this has been under a HAARP downburst all day. They have been doing repeated downbursts in this area, so they've kept this area free of rain. Let me show you the goes east in water vapor mode, and you can see this area, the HAARP downburst area, expanding. And this is dry air because it's dark, and we can see the arcs here. This is not as obvious as last night, but it's still pretty darn powerful. So it starts kind of small, and it expands, and we see 2 arcs. And if we go to the pressure map, we can see that they've labeled this little circle here as a high pressure because it says 1012, whereas a low here is 1002. So they have actually gone and labeled this little area as a high pressure. And the bizarre thing there is they're calling this right here a high pressure because they see this outflow boundary, and that means descending air. So they are marking this map, which is insane to say that there's a high pressure right next to a thunderstorm complex, because thunderstorms are by definition low pressure. So how can they say this is high pressure right here? They're actually saying there's something wrong here. There's descending air here right next to a giant thunderstorm. When the surface, this is a jet stream map, and we don't have anything in the jet stream that's going to produce descending air here. There's no clockwise rotation. I mean, if we had a clockwise spin right here, then you could say, yeah, there's a high pressure. Here's the surface map again, and they're actually calling this HAARP downburst a high pressure. And if we go back to here, so this is a $1 billion rain event for the Texas farmers. They've been desperate to get the cotton seed in the ground, and now they're waiting for this rain to give enough moisture for the cotton to sprout and to live for a month or so. This is a $1 billion rain. Maybe not a billion, I don't know. So many hundred millions for sure. But 1/3 of the world's cotton is grown right here. This is a big deal. This rain is a big deal. Big money riding on this. So, if we look at, here's another proof that this is a HAARP attack. I'll stop this and zoom in. All day long, this HAARP transmitter has had a little burnout in the clouds. This thing has been burning a hole in the clouds this whole day. And if we step through and watch it, you can see that right here on this side, it's burned a hole in the clouds. And let me just stop that. This thing here, this is the burnout. the surface wind is going to the southeast, the jet stream is going to the southeast, and they're both light. So there's nothing that can create this hole in the clouds and keep it there. It's been there all day. Been there all day. So if we actually aim, let's see, if we aim it and see what's over in this direction, why, it's the Texas area that's getting the Haarp downburst. So there are no secrets here, and I actually think that by not photoshopping this, it's their way of disclosure, that they feel like they're off the hook because now they've told us what they're doing. But that's not enough, and all I can say is to you Texas farmers who are desperate for some kind of rain that has been promised, and we've been waiting for this for 6 months, 8 months. If they don't get this rain, the dryland cotton, which is the majority of it, is not going to even be able to sprout. Or worse yet, it may sprout and then die immediately. That would be really ugly, but it happens every year now since, well, I guess for the last 3 years, 4 years. Okay, I'm sorry to report this, but Texas, you're under attack again. And you just got to realize that's what it is. Hopefully we'll get some rain out of this. Thanks for watching.